Good morning, dear students. Myself, Dr. Haripriya, working as Associate Professor in Chemistry, Department of Humanities and Sciences, Avalar Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. So, in today's class, we are going to learn about elastomers. So, coming to the overview of today's presentation, introduction to elastomers and example for elastomers, which were there in your syllabus. One is Buenas, and the second one it is thiocol rubber. So, let us start with the introductory part to elastomers. Elastomers are defined as any rubbery material which is composed of long chain molecules or polymers which are capable of recovering their original shape. That means they are able to come to the original shape after being stretched to greater extent. Say for example, a kind of official purpose we use a kind of rubber bands. If we stretch that rubber band to more than 100 times of its original strength, original length, then if as and when the stretching force, if it is released, they are able to come back to their original form. So, such kind of materials or polymers are what we call it as elastomers. So, these are having very high elastic property. Coming to the examples for elastomers, Buenas, we will call it as GRS rubber or styrene butadiene rubber. So, coming to its preparation, how this Buenas it is prepared, or we will call it as GRS rubber also, styrene butadiene rubber. So, if you notice this naming, in that it is mentioned like styrene butadiene. So, styrene and butadiene are used as monomers for preparing Buenas as an elastomer. So, how it is prepared? It is prepared by condensation polymerization of 75 parts of 1:3 butadiene and 25 parts of styrene. So, it is able to form Buenas, and this reaction takes place in the presence of sodium as a polymerizing agent and hydrogen peroxide as a catalyst at 50 degrees centigrade. If you notice the structure of monomers, first one it is butadiene. But means how many carbon atoms? 4. 4 carbons. And then 1, 3. So, if this is numbered like 1, 2, 3. So, you can start from any side because all are similar type of substitutions that are hydrogens. So, if you notice at first and third carbon atoms, it is having double bond. Butadiene 1, 3, butadiene. What is the name of this compound? 1, 3, butadiene. So, how we need to draw its structure using name means? So, but means presence of 4 carbon atoms and diene, that means presence of double bond. Double bond presence is there at which number? 1 and 3 carbon atoms. So, this is the first carbon, say for example 2, 3, 4. So, at first and third carbon atoms it is having a double bond. So, and this is a single bond. So, and the remaining valency of carbon it is 4. So, here it is 2, it is fulfilled. Remaining will be with the H2 and here 3 it is filled. H will be there and here also same H and but here it is CH2. So, this is the structure of 1, 2 butadiene. So, this 1, 2 butadiene it is taken in 75 parts. It is taken in 75 parts ratio. And then n moles of this 1, 3 butadiene it is taken. 1, 3 butadiene it is taken and it is treated with styrene. Styrene it is taken in how many parts? 25 parts. So, what is styrene? If this phenyl ring it is having a substitution of vinyl group, then we will call that one as styrene. It is taken in 25 parts and if these two are subjected to condensation polymerization reaction, then result will be formation of Buenas or we will call it as styrene butadiene rubber. So, it is having different names, GRS rubber and then SBR rubber, or we will simply call it as polyene butadiene co-styrene also. So, this is the products formation. So, for this reaction to take place, we have to make use of sodium as a polymerizing agent and hydrogen peroxide as a catalyst, and the temperature it is maintained at 50 degrees centigrade. So, it is example for condensation polymerization. So, this is the way how we are going to synthesize Buenas in the laboratory. So, using butadiene 1, 3 butadiene of 75 parts and styrene of 25 parts. And coming to the properties of Buenas, This Buna acid is highly resistant towards abrasion, where that is what we call it as wear and tear. That means it is having a resistance towards scratches, and then it is resistant towards water when it is used as a solvent, and also in some kind of organic solvents like toluene, benzene, and all. It is highly resistant. That means whenever it is added to these kind of organic solvents, it is unable to dissolve in them. So that's why we will call that one as highly resistant or inert towards organic solvents. And coming to the next property, it is very tough in nature and it is also elastic in nature. And coming to the applicative part of Buna rubber, that is elastomer, it is very much useful in the manufacturing of footwear components like soles, straps and all. It is very much useful, and also it is useful in the manufacturing of tiles that were related for flooring, that is floor tiles, and it is acting like a very good electrical insulator. So it can be used as an insulating material for any kind of electrical components like switchboards, switches like that. And then in shoe soles also it is very much useful manufacturing. Tires of car, tubeless tires like that, and then heels, and in driving couples and in mechanical rubber goods, this Buna acid is having lot of applications. So Buna is the best example for elastomer, and let us go with the second example for elastomer. Second one, it is thiocol rubber. It is also an example for elastomer, and let us see its preparation. Thiocol rubber, it is prepared by reacting 1,2 to dichloroethane, 1,2 dichloroethane. Ethane means, what is the formula for ethane? Ethane means presence of two carbons. Eth means two carbons were present. So, and then ane means it is nothing but a single bond presence between two carbons. Okay. Between two carbon atoms, single bond presence if it is there, then it is an example for alkane. So, 1,2 dichloroethane. So, on either side if it is having chlorine substitution, 1,2 dichloroethane, and the remaining valency is to be fulfilled by hydrogens. So, valency of carbonate is how much? 4. So, 2 here, 2 are fulfilled. So, remaining 2 will be with hydrogens, that is CH2. So, this is the structure of 1,2 dichloroethane. So, n moles of this 1,2 dichloroethane is treated with sodium polysulfide. Sodium polysulfide. So, this is the structure of, if you notice, structure of sodium polysulfide, NaS, which is having a doubly bond link with another S. So, sodium polysulfide we are going to consider, and this on subjecting to polymerization reaction. This on subjecting to polymerization reaction, which includes dissolving sulfur in sodium hydroxide solution and then adding 1,2 dichloroethane at less than 83 degrees centigrade, which is able to form a rubber or an elastomer, which is nothing but thiocol rubber. Thiocol rubber. So, this is also an example for condensation polymerization. In this, if you notice, Na and Cl, it are eliminating like NaCl in the reaction part. So, when 1,2 dichloroethane, it is treated with sodium polysulfide, it is able to involve in condensation polymerization. As a result, due to the elimination of NaCl as a small molecule, thiocol rubber formation will take place. So, this is about the preparation, and let us have an idea about properties and applications of thiocol rubber. So, few important properties of thiocol rubber are mentioned here. It is highly resistant towards action of atmospheric oxygen and ozone. That means it is unable to involve in oxidation. They do not oxidize due to atmospheric attack, gases attack, and then similarly with ozone also. That's why thiocol, it is resistant towards the action of oxygen and ozone. It is also resistant to the action of petrol, lubricants and organic solvents. Whenever it is added to some kind of organic solvents like petroleum ether and any kind of organic solvents like toluene, benzene, it doesn't involve in dissolution. That's why we will call it as highly resistant or inert towards organic solvents. Thiocols are able to resist towards swelling. That means, as I told you, they are insoluble actually, but sometimes in some kind of organic solvents like benzene and its derivatives, they involve in some kind of swelling process. That means bulging. So that is one more important property related to thiocol rubber. And then coming to the applicative part, these are very much useful as elastomeric compounds in seals, in manufacturing seals and sealants. And it is also having an application like binder. It is acting like a binder in solid rocket fuels. First production that is started in the year 1948 in Elton, that is Maryland. Elton and Maryland. Thiocol rubber is a type of artificial elastomeric compound, which is invariably we will call it as a polymer. So even in solid rocket fuel also, as one of the ingredients, this thiocol rubber, it is added like a binder. So coming to this today's session, we started about discussion towards elastomers, introduction to elastomers, and then how many types are there, and then example for each. One is Buenos, its preparation, properties and applications, and second one is thiocol rubber. Thiocol rubber, preparation, properties and applications. So in the coming session, we are going to study about conducting polymers. What are conducting polymers, how many types are there, and examples for each type, and what type of mechanism that is going to take place in the case of doped conducting polymers. That's all for today's class. Thank you very much.